Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. And on this YouTube channel, we'll be deconstructing AI tools and how to use AI to maximize our productivity and efficiency in whatever we're doing, in our studies, research, business, content creation, and everything that you might think of using AI. We'll deconstruct how to use these AI tools and be able to get the best out of these AI tools. And the tool we're going to look at today is NotebookLM. And obviously, this is for various reasons. And this video is specifically for students. If you're a student, make sure you watch this video because this video is going to give you the specified steps that you need to know for you to be able to navigate around the AI, around the notebook interface, for you to be able to maximize your productivity in the studies. So the very first thing we're going to do is that we're going to open up NotebookLM. So the very first thing you do is that you go into your web browser and search for NotebookLM. Once it loads, it will give you an interface to say this is NotebookLM, give you a bit of instructions of what NotebookLM is all about. But the only thing you do is go on the try button. But for me, my interface, I've already used NotebookLM to create quite a number of stuff. So now I'm just going to go on the create new button. So after you go on the create new button, it will ask you to upload the sources of information that you want to analyze. So the good thing about NotebookLM is that you're able to upload Google Doc, Google Slides, you're able to upload websites, and you'll be able to search the website for the information that you're looking for. And you're also able to copy the link on YouTube of the video that you want to analyze. Then you can also copy and paste text. Maybe you found some text on social media and you want to get a bit of insight on it, you can also do that. So I'm going to upload the information that I have. So the very first thing I do is I go and upload, and on my desktop, I'm going to upload these two lecture notes that were given to me by the lecturers. So afterwards, I'll have to wait for it to upload. While it's uploading, I want to show you the other features that NotebookLM has. And this is why NotebookLM is placed way above the academic realm of the AI tools that student needs to be using. It's way above any tool that students must know how to use. And I've already uploaded my notes. So I've uploaded my notes, and I've uploaded two topics. So for tutorial sake, I'm going to only use one topic. I'll unselect the other one. Then I want to analyze topic 2. So the very good thing about NotebookLM is that when you check on your right hand side, there's a slide that shows Studio. So on Studio, what I can do, I'm able to create a study guide. So what NotebookLM does, it analyzes the information that I've uploaded and creates a concrete study guide on how I can go about studying this material that I've uploaded. So as you can see, it's already done with the study guide. So it's already created the study guide, and it gives you the topic navigating agricultural finance in Zambia, a comprehensive study guide. So it gives you a quiz on the possible questions that you might incur as you go along the study session. So it gives me multiple questions, then it also gives me the answers, then it gives me essay format questions that I might encounter or that the lecturer might be able to ask based off the topic. Then it also gives me a list of key terms. So there are key terms that I need to know from this topic for me to be able to understand the concepts that are found within the material. So it gives me all the list, financial markets, money markets, and all these things. You guys can be able to navigate it that way. And the other feature that you guys can also look at is the frequently asked questions. So it will analyze the information again and to generate the frequently asked questions. What kind of questions can you get the most out of this topic? So it analyzes all these things. But the holy grail comes in with customization of the audio version of the information that you've uploaded to NotebookLM. It's able to generate somewhat of an audio podcast where two people are having a conversation on what is contained in the lecture notes. So learning on the go, basically, where I'm listening to the lecture notes, people discussing the lecture notes, and breaking down complex concepts into small bites of information that I'm able to understand. Yeah, that's the power of NotebookLM. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that it's able to create some sort of map. It's able to create some sort of map that helps you to visualize how concepts are connected within the source of information that you've uploaded. So as it's creating a mind map, I can also create an audio podcast. So now, the way I get to utilize NotebookLM is that I stack the tools together. So I use NotebookLM and ChatGPT. And obviously, this is for various reasons that I'm going to share with you guys. So when I'm starting a certain topic, there are things that I want to understand. This is where ChatGPT comes in handy. So I'm going to open up my ChatGPT browser, open up ChatGPT. Just get to open up ChatGPT. So the thing I'm showing you right now is what the guru says, skill stacking. You need to be able to stack skills. the skill of prompting, the skill of you using Notebook LM. You need to stack them together for them to help you out to achieve whatever goal you want to achieve. So now with ChatGPT, I want to prompt ChatGPT to be able to break down the complex concepts that are found within the material. Now I wanted to present the concepts in a way that I'll be able to understand. And the very first name that comes to my mind is the Feynman technique. So I want you to act as Feynman, who is lecturing me in the topic financial markets. So I want you to break down the complex concepts of financial market and make me understand as a person who's never taken economics. And the other thing that I want to mention is that when you're prompting, the technique that I use is that I get to prompt it based off the thing that I want to understand. So I get to write the prompt, but then the prompt that I might generate wouldn't be the best of prompts. So the very thing I do at the end is that I just say, can you refine this prompt as an expert prompt engineer? Feynman technique. So now, act as Richard Feynman and explain the topic financial markets in Zambia to someone with absolutely no background in economics or finance. Use the Feynman technique to break down complex concepts into simple intuitive explanations. So the thing I do now is that I just copy and paste the prompt from ChatGPT. So I'll copy the prompt from ChatGPT, copy, then I get to paste the prompt in Notebook LM. So now it's like I have Richard Feynman teaching me face to face now, but now only using these AI tools for me to be able to use the techniques that he used to lecture to the people that he taught back then in the olden days. So now it's analyzing. What it's doing is digging through the information using the instruction that I've given it. So then it gives you all this information that is broken down in a simple way that somebody who has never taken economics or finance will be able to understand. So I can take it to the next level now. I want to say, okay, now after I've read and I've understood these concepts that are contained in the topic financial markets in Zambia, based off, we level it up now. Act as a lecturer who would think of phrasing questions for the exam, like preparing the exam questions for the examination. So now I also prompt it that way now. Yeah, so now the prompt that I get, it breaks down there. I've given it to say maximum 100 questions of this topic that I'm doing. Then it also gets to break down the concepts to say, okay, we'll have multiple choice, we'll have short questions, we'll have essay or discussion questions, we'll have case-based questions, we'll have problem solving, we'll have true or false justification, and all these things. So now I just, this the very same thing, I copy and paste. But just to give a bit of heads up on the copying and pasting, you need to be able to understand the prompt that is given you. You need to be able to know what you want. So for me, I knew what I wanted. Like I wanted to test the understanding based off the topic that I've studied now. So I need you to give me a prompt that to test my understanding. Then it gives me that. So then I just copy and paste into Notebook LM. So then I can make a bit of adjustments. I saw somewhere. I saw somewhere that was saying insert topic, but the topic was already inserted. Okay, yeah. So the topic is agriculture financial markets in Zambia. So I can remove this in Zambia. So I paste it into Notebook LM now. So I just wait for Notebook LM to do its magic. So now, a lot of people have heard me talk about Notebook LM, but they don't really understand why I always persist to talk about Notebook LM. Yeah, there are quite a couple of AI tools that are out there, but specifically for students and if you want real-time information, Notebook LM is the absolute best because how the AI models work, it's garbage in, garbage out. A model cannot tell you it doesn't know. So what it does, it just searches the internet or the database that has been given, whatever thing they need to give you, even if it's not the exact thing that you want for. But in the case of academia, it's a thing whereby you need credible sources of the information that you're getting. So that's why Notebook LM comes in handy. So that's why Notebook LM comes in handy because with Notebook LM, it only gives you information from the sources that you've uploaded. So if the information is not contained in the sources that you've uploaded, Notebook LM will simply tell you to say the information that you are asking me to research about is not contained in the lecture notes. So therefore, I cannot give you any response because I don't have the information in like my database. So that's what makes Notebook LM the absolute goldmine for students. So if you're a student, make sure get to understand how to use NotebookLM, comment in the comment section below if you have any questions regarding NotebookLM, and I'll be able to assist you guys. So going back to the tutorial, NotebookLM has output the questions that I prompted it to generate. So now let's have a look at the questions that NotebookLM has provided. So now it also says Department of Agriculture Economics writes the code. Like, it's prepared the whole thing as though it's a real-time exam that students have to write afterwards. Yeah, so I think these tools go both ways. Let me just mention this. I think these tools go both ways. It can work both for the students and for the lecturers. So I think the whole spectrum of the academia space, we need to be able to understand and how to use this tool. So now it gives me quite a number of questions, multiple choice questions here. Then it also gives me a guide, like a marking key. Then the other thing, it outputs all these sources of information. Yeah, so basically, that's what NotebookLM can do if you're able to utilize NotebookLM to your advantage for your studies and everything that you're doing. So just before we end the video, I want to make sure that you guys can also listen to the audio that NotebookLM has outputted. But I'll put the link of the audio in the description below so that you're able to listen to the audio at your own free time and test the goodness of NotebookLM.
Text, like you said, that for Zambia, these markets aren't as well developed as elsewhere. But the source is clear. They're still vital across all sectors, including agriculture.
It really tells you something, doesn't it? Even in their early stages, you just can't do without them. And speaking of capital markets, what's always fascinating is how closely everyone watches them.
So just to make the video a little bit short, I'll put the link of the audio in the description below so that you guys can be able to access and just have a taste of what NotebookLM can do. Make sure you try NotebookLM, test it out, and show in the next